because school is about to start back and I am in a new apartment than I was last year, and I do not know exactly what I'm gonna use for a background for my videos yet. So we're just gonna settle for a white background for this video until I find a better background to use in my apartment. I haven't even fully unpacked, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks I will have a little bit more of an interesting background for you guys. But anyway, so I am back in Nashville, which means I am back to school, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys are about to go back to school too if you haven't already started. I'm honestly just trying to figure out where my summer went. Some of you may know that I uploaded my coconut oil transformation video. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. The results are awesome. But anyway, I uploaded the first part of that video 3 months ago at the beginning of the summer, and that literally felt like yesterday. Now that we are in the school year, it is time to get into the school mindset. So I'm like, okay, it's back to school. I even need to find some hairstyles to wear back to school because I always get so lazy with my hair. But I'm like, this year I should really try a little harder with my hair. I have a ton of hairstyles for you. I specifically picked hairstyles that I think would be super quick and easy and just something to do with your hair to make it look a little bit more presentable. There's a really good combination of braids and like cute ways to do like a half up, half down. I have some messy buns in here. So I think you guys are really gonna enjoy these hairstyles. So I hope you guys are excited to see these. And without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, you guys, so this first one is just 2 simple braids pulled back. It's a really easy way to keep those front pieces off of your face. So I'm gonna start by leaving a little piece in the front and then taking a small section, dividing it into 3 separate sections and braiding just like normal. I'm doing a reverse braid, so I'm crossing the pieces on the outside underneath the middle instead of overneath, you guys, I'm going crazy, over the middle section. I just like the effect of this a little bit better, but you can obviously do whatever you want. And then just braid it long enough to make sure that it goes all the way to the back of your head. Tie it off. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Leave a little piece in the front and do the reverse braid all the way to the back. And then my personal favorite part of every braided hairstyle is pulling the braid out and making it look a little bit thicker and a little bit more boho. The sections pull out so much easier if you use one hand to hold the braid and the other hand to pull out the sections, as opposed to using both hands to pull out the sections. So I'm gonna do this to both sides, and then I'm going to bring the 2 braids around to the back, tie them together, and that completes the first hairstyle. You can totally take this hairstyle to the next step by pulling the rest of your hair back into a low ponytail. Take that little elastic band out that was tying the 2 braids together. Be very careful though, because you can rip your hair this way. And now you have a way to spice up a little low ponytail. This next hairstyle is one of my personal favorites. I wear this all the time, and it's like a little flashback to the 90s. So I'm gonna take a section that is about the end of both of my eyebrows, and I actually kept my side part. Sometimes I pull it all the way back, but I just think that a side part's a little bit more flattering on my face. So I'm gonna gather the hair and tie it just like a normal half up, half down. But for the last one, instead of pulling the hair all the way through, I'm just gonna pull it halfway so it creates a loop, and then I'm just going to let the hair cascade over top of that loop. And there you go. So next, I'm literally just gonna be showing you guys how I do my messy buns. So I usually like to use a scrunchie because it stretches really, really far and it goes all the way around my long, thick hair. But it's also a lot less damaging to use a scrunchie because it's a lot easier on your hair when you pull it out. Just a little hair care tip for you guys. So I'm gonna gather all of my hair into a high ponytail, and then here's how I do it. So I'm going to twist it around my hair once, and then I'm going to pull a loop just like that. And then I'm going to let my fingers kind of fall through that hair that's remaining, and then twist again, grab the loop that we just created, and then pull that scrunchie over that. And then you kind of just have pieces falling out. You can pull it and make it as messy or as big as you want. You can use bobby pins if you feel like it's not going to stay secure. But yeah, this is supposed to be a messy bun, guys, and I would 100% qualify this as messy. So these next 2 are probably the easiest tutorials of the whole video, but I'm just giving you guys ideas, okay? So these are just 2 loops, one with the hair cascading over and one with the hair underneath your loop. So first one, your hair is gonna follow over the loop. So again, just take a high ponytail with your scrunchie and grab the ponytail from underneath your hair and then pull that loop, and then you have the hair like in front of your face on top of your head, and then you can flip it back over. Pull sections out, make it look a little bit less tight. I always find it's easier to do a higher ponytail and then pull sections out and make it looser rather than starting with a lower ponytail, if that makes any sense. So there's what it looks like with the hair over, and then you're just gonna do the same thing. Pull your hair up into a high ponytail, and this time you're going to grab the ponytail on top of your head and have the hair underneath your loop, and then pull sections out to make it a little bit looser, a little bit messier. And there you go. I don't know about you guys, but I remember this from my childhood. I think my aunt showed me how to do this hairstyle, and I literally thought it was the coolest thing ever. So bringing back my childhood a little bit. So we're just gonna do a low ponytail. I'm back to the smaller scrunchie, and I'm going to make a little hole right above my scrunchie in the back, and then flip my ponytail through that hole, pull it down, brush it out, fix it, make it a little bit tighter, looser, whatever you want. And yeah, it's as simple as that. And then to like spice up this hairstyle a little bit, instead of just having a ponytail, I'm actually gonna show you guys how to do a rope braid. So a rope braid is basically just, looks like a rope, but it stays in, because everyone knows if you just twist your hair normally together, like if you twist the 2 strands together, it's not gonna stay in. So basically what you do is you twist 2 sections the same direction, and then you cross them the opposite direction. So like if you can picture like your 2 sections going clockwise and then twist them together counterclockwise. So it's basically all it is. It's so easy. I do this all the time, and everyone will ask you how you get this hairstyle. Oh, I love this one so much. So this next one's probably going to be my most in-depth tutorial of this video, but even though it looks kind of complicated, it's still really not that bad, and it took me less than 5 minutes. So this is actually one of the hairstyles that I used in my fishtail braid tutorial, but instead of fishtailing, we're gonna just do regular braids, which cuts the time in half. So I'm gonna part my hair a little bit further over on the side and bring all of my hair to one side of my shoulder. And then just like the first one, I'm gonna leave a little piece out in the front, and I'm gonna take a little section, braid it backwards, so technically a Dutch braid. I'm gonna tie it off, and then I'm going to take another section on the top, put it on the other side of my head, because actually the next braid we're gonna do is going to be a section underneath that, just so that it kind of covers like, you know, like the top of the braids, because it's not the prettiest. So again, I'm gonna do a Dutch braid, braid it underneath, and actually when you're braiding this, make sure that you angle the braid back as opposed to straight down, because you are pulling your braid back, and it will just kind of minimize the lumps and stuff that you create if you angle the braid backwards. So then again, my favorite part, you're going to hold the braid and then pull out sections, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker, a little more bohemian. Then you can let that top section down, and you're gonna gather your hair into a half up, half down. Again, I just marked it by the ends of both eyebrows. That's kind of like a perfect marking point. And once you have your hair gathered, you're just going to make it into a messy bun in the back. You can obviously do whatever you want back here. You can keep it in a ponytail, you can make a loop, or you can do this messy bun. I like the messy bun, it kind of dresses it down a little bit. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm always looking for ways to spice up my ponytail. So created this little French braid into a ponytail, super simple, super easy. So I'm gonna start by taking a little section in the front, and then I'm going to just do a regular braid. This time, no Dutch braid or reverse braid, whatever it is. I just like this braid to like sit into my head as opposed to over top, but you can do either one, whatever you prefer. And I'm just doing a simple French braid, picking up sections from the top and the bottom and adding them in and crossing them over the middle section. If y'all don't know how to do a French braid, I definitely have some other tutorials on my channel on how to French braid, and there's millions on YouTube on how to do a French braid. My best advice for this hairstyle is to make sure that you are angling the braid back and not down so that you minimize the lumps. So once you reach the back of your head and you can't really French braid anymore, I'm just going to do a normal braid a little bit further past how long I need it to be, and then I'm going to pull out sections, make it a little looser, gather all of my hair back into a ponytail, kind of like in the middle of my head, tie it off, and then brush the ponytail out to make sure there are no tangles, and then I just went back and kind of separated the braid a little more. And then if you have like any unwanted loops or lumps, you can just take some bobby pins and pin them down. But other than that, you are done. This next hairstyle, I'm obsessed with, you guys. I think it's absolutely adorable, and it would be so cute in pictures. And again, you're gonna get so many compliments on it. So I'm gonna start by taking a tinier section at the front of my head, just like if you were doing a regular French braid going down the back of your head. And again, I'm just doing a regular French braid so that it sits into my hair. I just like the way that the regular French braid looks better with this hairstyle, but again, you can do a Dutch braid if you so wish. I think I end up braiding about 3 sections in, just as far back as you want your half up, half down to be. Then I'm going to grab the hair and I'm just going to create a loop like I did earlier in this video. You can do a messy bun or you can do a ponytail, whatever you wish, but I just did the loop and then I loosened the braid at the top, and I think this hairstyle is literally so cute. This is probably my favorite one of the whole video. This final hairstyle is if you're just having a bad hair day or if your hair is super dirty. I parted my hair in the middle, pulled out some sections, gathered my hair into a low ponytail in the back, tied it off. Then I grabbed my favorite hat. This is my camo hat, repping that Belmont University. Then I pulled the ponytail out once it was through the loop in my hat, and I just tied it into a messy bun. And you are ready to walk out the door. No one will ever know that you were having a terrible hair day. Alright guys, so that is it for my back to school hair tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these hairstyles. I'm gonna take my hat off so that my hair can be down for the outro. Definitely leave me a comment below which one you guys like the best and which one you think you're most likely to try out for school. I have a few more back to school videos planned out for the next few weeks, so definitely hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss them. They're gonna be awesome. I already know it. Don't forget to follow my social media. All of my links will be in the description bar below. Add me on Snapchat if you want to talk to me on a daily basis. I respond to pretty much all of you guys. Snapchat is my favorite way to connect with you guys and answer your questions, so definitely add me on Snapchat if you haven't already. But thank you guys so much for supporting this channel and inspiring me every single day to make YouTube videos. I love you guys for that. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.